Yeah.
Um. Okay. Tell you one thing. After rewatching the YouTube video of last session, the Cult of Flame is mostly made of halflings.
Yes.
Okay. I thought halflings would not be of this world.
Uh, and neither is Eric's character.
Okay. Okay.
And the Cult of Flame is actually not part of the Feywild.
Oh. Okay. Okay.
They're not.
Well then.
None of that is native to the Feywild.
Okay. I'd be interested in the Cult of Flame now that I hear that. At first, when I actually was hearing it live, I, for whatever reason, made it gnomes, which I felt were more, I don't know, fey.
Not a problem.
Okay, so I'm going to be quite interested in the Cult of Flame because that is my people.
Okay. So yeah, if you want to kind of work a little bit out with Eric, and because you can be a long-standing member, or you could just be like, because of Eric's involvement, you know, you want to join up now.
It's, well, I'm not so much. If I would try to associate with them greatly because that's my people. I
Sure.
wish to reconnect with them, but also somewhat trying to distance myself from their own beliefs a little bit, since
Okay. So yeah,
trying to balance myself somewhere in there.
you're trying to unconvert them from the cult of flame.
Lightly, not aggressively.
Sure. Okay.
Trying to, basically trying to be somewhere in the middle, as much as they allow. Of I wish to associate you with you, even though I don't actually share your beliefs.
No, that's good.
Do they have a hometown, or are they traveling in and out of the Feywild?
They do not have a hometown set up in the Feywild itself.
Okay,
So
so are they?
they they
Uh,
they are currently, uh, I guess you could say, they have a camp in the Feywild.
camp? Okay,
So
or or is it only is the reason that they're at the campus is that's the only place that they really found lodging?
it's more or less, yeah. So their camp, to be very specific on this, so they have a small cluster of wagons that is currently outside of Yarlass. Um, they kind of come and go into Yarlass to buy supplies, and uh, do some investigations, because there is significant amount of elemental magic in the area.
Hmm.
Um, and of course, uh, having Eric Sharkai here, and they know that there's something special about him. They are definitely hanging out, trying to figure out what's up with him. Um, Now, the
Okay.
wizard that initially founded it didn't expect for things to go the way that they have.
Okay, and was the wizard who opened the portal into the Feywild? Are they invited by one of the powers into the Feywild, or did they somehow force their way into the Feywild?
So they, all of the ones that are here, actually have accidentally entered the Feywild.
Oh, they are all Feylost?
Yes.
Okay, the Feywild likes grabbing halflings. That's interesting.
This is session 0, part 3.
Yeah. 0.75.
Sorry.
Almost there.
Nah,
I didn't catch last time that when Tony said that the Cult of Flame is mostly halflings.
Mostly halflings, mostly nerds.
Sure, but that is my people, which I thought be uncommon in this world, but they aren't.
Nope. Nope.
well,
I,
in this
I
world,
have a.
they are generally uncommon.
Well, for whatever reason, recently the Feywild's been grabbing up halflings.
Yeah.
Also, I have a horde of them in a cult. So, if you're missing some halflings,
Yeah. And by the
I
way,
know
Eric, your cult is made up of Feylost halflings.
you. And we're making sure they're not in ultra secret double probation.
Yes.
They're not the animal house.
And a really old human wizard.
he's like, and he's like, wait, you have magical powers? Oh, thank God!
Yeah. Finally, a true being who can do stuff in the cult of flame.
The people are
Right.
like,
It is a bit of that. I'm like, these are my people, so I'm going to try to associate with you, but I'm not so sure about your beliefs, even if I'm likely what you desire for to happen.
Yep. I know me and Hannah are almost done with our backstories. So yay! Uh,
Yeah. Oh,
I'm basically at the point where I'm defining the relationship with different party members.
So that's why people would immediately recognize me as a halfling. Okay.
And it's like it could be one of those things that it's like they're uncommon in the Feywild, but we're not. While we are in the Feywild, we are in a place of learning.
Sure, sure.
I need to
We're
turn.
educational bitches.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I need to turn
there
up
was a
Eric's
there was a
volume.
there was a diversity mandate. Not
I
enough
just
halflings in our school.
seems like it was just the Feywild going, not enough halflings.
Oh, I never asked Tony about that, did I? Shoot. Okay.
You can always ask them now.
But that means I have to think about how I want to ask him and plan out the question. And
Are you trying to ask him if you have a thing for halflings?
no, I do not have a thing for halflings. I'm never going to have a thing for halflings as long as my brother's
No.
playing one.
Yeah. I'm just like, now, the only joke I'm thinking of is do you have a thing for rats as I look at Weasel?
No, I just appreciate the fact that he has a thing for me. Many people might think I have a thing for Shatterkai, but that's not necessarily true either.
It's more about the person than the actual race.
She has a type. She has a specific type.
And it's no one. As of yet. I'm shiny. Why am I shiny?
Yes.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Yep. So
That's
We
because
might
there's a
get a
light
little-
source on the map that's glowing.
Easy.
Oh. All right. Grand.
Oh, let
I
me.
have to actually check my notes on. Okay. Yeah.
I shall return.
Okay.
If it was anybody.
Let's see. Oh, Alfonso. I can never remember your character.
Yeah, I'm
Character's name.
Alfonso.
I know everything else about them, but their name.
Yes.
It's like
I
I
guess.
know what you're planning to go with for right now, unless something really changes your mind along the way.
Yeah. And I'm just looking at. And I'm like, I know you pretty well, wouldn't I, Fu?
I mean, you could, or you could be like, "Hey, I want to hang out with these halflings."
It is a bit of that. Well, both of us are trying to associate with them while not sharing their beliefs.
I'm just. uh, I'm in a teen high school movie now.
So let's
What
see.
do you mean?
We have agriculture. We have Alpo. Fu. Lore. Slack.
Black?
That's gotta be Wade's character.
Uh-huh. Who's Alpo?
Alfonso?
Yeah. I'm nicknaming
That's me.
him Alpo.
Alpo? Why not just Al?
I like Alpo.
That's some,
Okay.
It's
Ben's character's name is Alfonso.
Uh-huh.
yeah, is that not
Got
how
it.
you spell Alfonso?
No, it's how you
Well,
spell Alfonso. I just nicknamed
I
it Alpo.
Yeah.
I was like, mine's really hard to do nicknames.
You're Fu.
Yeah, there's like not a lot. There's not a lot of room to get that name any shorter.
No, you're Core. That's what we're going to call you as Core.
Actually, I think I'm just going to call him a smelly kind of cheese.
Blue?
Because it sort of looks like a French cheese name.
Yes. Cordon Bleu. Cordon Bleu.
There is a translation for my names, so.
And Gorzuki is actually half of a scientific name of a turtle.
We have Lore Hill. Or is it Lore Phil?
Lord Till.
Lore
Tile?
Lorthil.
Lore
Or
Phil.
Till.
Like there's like it's Lord Phil. Agravine, Lorthil,
Is it
Alfonso.
Agravine or Veen?
I don't think she cares.
Like Avril Lavigne?
I was just about to say that. It's Avril Lavigne.
Okay, I'll be Avril Lavigne. I think I just looked up fairy names, and that one sounded sufficiently gender neutral. Which I liked the idea of her being if anybody asked, you can just say none of your business. That, and it led to a very interesting idea between me and Eric, where our characters did not know each other's genders until we accidentally showered together. Or
Surprise! Someone has a penis.
Yep. And someone does not.
What's better than a surprise penis? Oh.
I can think of lots of things.
That's where you go. Depending from your point of view. Let's see. Wait, inactive. Did someone put in surprise penis?
I got pretty darn close to one.
I started.
Somehow better.
Surprise penis.
It's better when it's cats.
Always.
Uh,
Always it's better when it's cats.
The best part is the tap at the end.
Well, then the cat just like looking at you like what?
What? Haven't you seen Surprise before?
penis.
Best part of waking up is cappuccino in your butt.
Ew.
Oh.
Like, wait. So, well, hey, Dave, how far have you gotten with your writing your backstory?
Not far. I've been way too busy.
Yeah. I had papers to grade this week, and I'm still not done with them.
Yeah, speaking of which, how's your school going?
Oh, I'm taking programming too this semester. So that's what's taking up a lot of my time is writing code.
Yeah.
How many classes are you taking this semester?
I've just been taking 2.
Okay, so programming and so 2 programmings or programming 2 and something else.
Programming 2 and database basics.
So numbers.
No, not numbers. It's how to design and develop a database.
Ooh.
So I think we're concentrating on SQL Server. So the most ubiquitous database there is.
Yeah.
Well, it is.
Have you had your first exam yet or test yet?
No, it's only been like 3 weeks.
I guess you guys are like a week behind us then.
I don't think we're gonna have any tests. Honestly, I don't think either of them are gonna. I think they're instead of doing tests, programming is basically I'm going to be writing a larger code project for the end, and the database one is literally going to be we're going to do a database project where we have to design a database from scratch.
So basically a
make it-
deadline thing.
Yeah.
Like, we need you to build this in this X amount of time.
Yep,
Are they gonna make you do it in like third normalized form?
dude, I don't freaking know.
I
We're
hope-
3 weeks in. We're still on how to do the questionnaire and develop stakeholders and all that crap. I mean, we're doing it from the beginning.
You'll probably find out in about 3 weeks to a month then.
Yeah, if they go into third normalized form, you should tell your teacher this is dumb.
There's better ways to do this.
Yeah. much better ways.
I don't know what you're talking about, man.
So, third normalized form in a database is essentially you obfuscate your tables to the point where you can't really recognize what the data actually is that's stored in the table. Because instead of using a NoSQL database, somebody has decided to turn a relational database into a NoSQL database using key value pairs.
Yeah, that don't sound like fun.
Yeah, it's
All right.
a bunch of horse shit. So
I'm gonna check on Wade. Let's
I wanted horse shit. I'd go to a farm.
Wade might be sleeping off making fine jewelry.
Well, you got to. He's got to, got to pop out a few more so he can get that pearl necklace. It's the forbidden pearl necklace.
It is.
Yeah, if you ever watch Futurama, Zoidberg. Apparently, I've been
Sorry.
making fine jewelry for many years.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds much better since you've had that looked at.
All right.
Any response from Wade yet?
Yeah, I wouldn't know. Yep. Yep. He's active now.
Okay.
He was. Yep. He had the moon on his symbol, and now there's a phone. Na 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 na. So, Ben, did you change your mind about trying to figure out how well you know my character?
I kind of just
I think at
stopped
this
and
point,
just
he's probably going to know your character pretty well.
yeah.
If he's got to hang around with a bunch of halflings that follow me around.
More or less, yeah.
Yeah, I'm like going. Are you establishing a home here? What was your home like? What was like before you came over?
Are you talking about? Are you talking about the halflings or me?
The halflings, as well as a bit of just if you're so if you're so well discriminated against here. Why did you come here?
Me or them?
You.
The answer is I don't remember coming here.
Alrighty. That makes as much sense as I think.
Like, don't remember coming here. Don't know when I got. I don't know how long I've been here. I just know when I woke up.
In pain.
Alrighty.
Yeah, he woke up in pain.
Yep. Woke up in pain. Been here for about 7 years, and that's all I can tell you. Or at least I remember I've been here for about 7 years.
2 Fomorians trying to heal him up.
The only thing I'd be warning the other halflings is if you try to leave the Feywild, you may just die.
They don't see. Yesterday when I was talking with Tony, they have no interest on leaving the faith.
Yeah.
Well, not for now, anyway.
Yeah. Current status is we like it here. We're trying to figure out how to gain firepower.
Well, I almost imagine as just gain power since this place is so magical that it almost feels a necessary part.
Okay, well, the phone has deactivated. Now I see a moon again on Wade's icon.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's
We'll
got to
just
pump
say
out more of those pearls.
Possibly.
Wade's character is in detention.
Yeah.
Okay, so Dave, in relation to uh, let's see. Okay, roll a d6.
That's never a good sign.
Well, this is kind of an either or. It's not necessarily good or bad. It's just picking. A 4. Right hand. In answer to that first portion. Okay, let's see.
Doop.
Okay, I'm fine with the tritium in the regard that you have it here. No, that's fine. Uh,
Forgot to ask you about that, Tony. It's something stupid, but I can ask you
I
later.
get my backstory settled. Session 1, permanent death.
Alright.
Uh, oh my
No.
gosh.
That's all good.
Tried to make a new character. It died in character creation.
All right, I'll flesh it out a little bit more, but
Sure.
I deliberately left it like kind of vague so you can fill out the stuff that you want so it actually matches your storyline.
Sure. Okay.
God. Ugh.
Okay. Apparently, Slack is sleeping off some partying from last night after his big victory over a haunted stone. make it work. Okay, so then the question becomes, where is Slack on the board? Oh. If he gets feeling better, we'll add him in back in.
Did he say something to you?
No, I haven't. I'm making an assumption here since he has not joined the game.
I'm probably guessing he fell asleep.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean that would be an assumption of mine too. Okay. Alrighty then. Anything anybody else wants to ask before we go ahead and get started?
Uh,
Yeah, mine's non-serious. I'll ask you right now. It's not gonna affect anything. Give me a second.
mine's not that serious because it wasn't implied as a before the game starts sort of thing necessarily. But
Okay. Let's see.
more of an FYI. And if you want me to change things, I will.
Okay. That's fine.
I changed my mind. Don't worry about it, Tony. I've changed my mind. I was like, nah. There we go.
Come on. All right. Last chance. Anything else?
Nothing of note from me.
Okay.
Uh, Ben or Dave?
Was something wrong?
I
Nope.
know. This is like going once, going twice before we get moving.
Alrighty.
Yeah, I figure if anything else comes up, it's one of those we can deal with it later.
Right. It's more like we likely will find questions as we play.
Sure.
Unfortunately.
Alrighty then. Okay. Everybody has received their tattoos, giving them the ability to operate out in the Feywild with license. Um, you are bound magically to a set of rules, particularly in regards to things that might damage the Feywild in a significant and or permanent manner. Um, the tattoos will potentially prevent you from doing said actions.
Okay, so we're already under the effects of a Fey deal.
Yes. The tattoos, though, do also provide some manner of protection from uh, some of the more wild and unpredictable magics in the Feywild.
Oh, okay. So I can say my answer. People when they ask, can you give me your name?
I'm sorry? I didn't quite understand that.
Asking if
Uh,
trading names is safe or not.
Oh, yeah. And you are also able to eat and drink things in the Feywild without suffering ill consequences.
all right. I would imagine that's bigger on me than most others.
What was the no-no?
Well, typically, critters who aren't from the Feywild aren't allowed, or I shouldn't say aren't allowed, uh, are usually recommended not to eat or drink anything in the Feywild because
Ah,
of unpredictable
Alan.
effects.
Right.
Nobody in the party is going to have that issue now.
Hooray. I hope that
And
makes me hope that that was also counts the cult of the flame.
Zephyr, your the bulk of the party's sponsor, has, uh, excuse me, uh, basically asked you all to join him in the town center for a short little celebration where he actually gives you each of you the item that you have been gifted, and essentially is uh, hoping that you will feel free to come and talk to him. And one thing to note, and you guys are aware, have been aware of this since you've interacted with him quite a bit over the last 4 years. Um, to give you an idea, he sounds more or less like Daffy Duck.
Okay, are you? If you say that, are you going to do it?
I'm going to try.
Oh,
We'll see how this goes.
So we're saying Daffy Duck, not Donald Duck, right?
Correct.
This is a very important distinction.
Yeah. Mostly it's going to be you're despicable.
understood.
Or
Understood.
mostly it's F's and TH's and things of that nature.
Right. We'll try to respect that.
Anyway, yeah, you can laugh when I goof it up. That's fine. um, of course, obviously missing from this little get together, besides Slack, who everybody's assuming that his hobgoblin nature got the better of him last night, and he had far too many drinks. So he's off sleeping it off, having forgotten uh, that you guys were supposed to meet here. The other notable missing individual who's actually been gone for a few months is Quill. Um,
Oh, okay.
and you're all having a good time, and one of the Feywild, actually the your last princesses, comes to visit Winston, because he is also getting his tattoo, and uh, his sister has essentially come to bid him good travels, safe travels, and make sure that Winston actually leaves Yarlas. Um,
Question: Does
uh,
the tattoo machine break?
What?
well, Winston is the clumsiest person you have ever met.
Right.
So,
Like, stay very far away from the tattoo machine. It might explode.
well, fortunately, it's not a machine. It is a magic
Ah.
application. So,
It isn't his actions. It's
somebody
actions
else,
acted upon him.
right? But they did have to apply it twice because the first time he moved in the middle of it.
Oh.
So he has this weird mark across his face right now because he turned to look and took half of it straight into the face.
Poor guy.
Yeah. So, and Weasel is actually somewhat disappointed because that accident did not result in anything that Weasel could use, clean up,
I
collect
would
for
imagine.
somebody else.
I would just imagined that we would get these tattoos much earlier if they enabled me to eat.
No, you have been, up until this point, you have been provided food and water uh,
Oh.
that has already been treated and removed the wild magics from those items.
Okay.
Um, but now you are all free to eat and drink what you will, which is part of Slack's problem.
He didn't wait for the tattoo.
Yeah.
I don't know what his problem is. I got fine eating all this time. Of course, I'm literally from here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Am I
Yeah.
the only one who's actually from the Feywild?
No.
Yes.
I thought. Oh wait, I thought Agrabine was from here too.
Oh, that's right.
Are
She's a
fairies
fairy.
not from the Feywild? I was
I was
thinking
like, yeah,
it
it's
was.
Agrabine the fairy.
Yeah.
Agravain the fairy and
Yeah.
the unseen hobgoblin he not of the Feywild?
So he is of the Feywild, sort of,
Alrighty.
because he is
So we got.
not 100% hobgoblin.
So we're going. So we got basically two people from the Feywild, two people not from the Feywild, and one that's a little mixed.
Yeah.
It's perfectly balanced.
Well, now I just imagine the someone me trying at one point just try going. Well, the food going to the cult of flame. Well, the food has wild magic. Maybe you'll get wild magic sorcery from eating it.
So while you guys are talking and sort of having a good time, let's see. How am I going to do this here? Let's just do it. Cooperate now. Let's see. That'll work. Yeah. So, as you guys are kind of enjoying the conversation, and the princess is there, let's see. I need to. Come on. There we go. That one will be her. Okay, I don't have those set up yet. It's fine. Um, this is being kind of a pain here. And what you guys do see is all of a sudden Quill comes around the corner and starts throwing darts at the princess.
Assassination attempt.
Yeah.
The heck, man?
Yeah.
And now we can all roll initiatives.
Sure. With a because of my gift and alacrity, could I? Oh, well, there's no dice, little button dice. I guess I have to type it out.
Let's see. Okay.
That's
Okay, cute. Could you add? Due to the gift of alacrity, I have a 19, not an 18.
Why did you roll a d8?
Uh,
Oh,
Yeah.
I see. Never mind.
Yeah.
Sorry, I saw where you rolled earlier.
you might have to make a passive effect for that.
Okay, sorry.
Let's Tony in this game can change people's initiative roll.
It's all right. Let me see if
Apparently
I
not.
can. All right, sorry.
No.
Forget about it for this one.
Okay, suffer.
Bad encounters. I still need to roll.
Weasel.
Hannah, look at the initiative order.
What? What? Oh, I see. I don't like that.
What's wrong?
Why don't you like the initiative order, Hannah?
Cause I might have to stop, like, clutching onto your shoulders or whatever I'm doing right now.
All right.
So when I put an effect value, do I just do? Do I do an R space 1d8?
Are you doing an effect value? No.
Okay.
You do like there should be a bonus to initiative. I'll have to
Or-
look 'cause I don't know exactly what mods he has going.
Yeah, all right. I found a bonus to initiative. It's. Do I
Then
just
you
put?
no, you don't need to put a /R. You do add and then 1d8.
Okay, 1d8 down. Put the R. All right. Into the effect value. Alrighty.
Okay. Are we ready, or Ben? Do you still need time to?
Oh no, we're ready. It's only 1 point, so now I don't even think I'd change where I was.
Okay.
Yep. Oh, new combat tracker. What the heck?
Are you talking about the fact that it popped out to the side?
Yeah, like I was like, I'm on the combat tracker with another combat tracker. So I was just like, wait, what just happened? But I'm assuming that's part of the programs that you have in here. So
Yeah.
neat. Makes it so you don't have to stay on the combat tracker.
Yeah. Now I can see the combat tracker and what you guys are doing at the same time. So it does kind of help
Okay.
there. So
I mean, you could always have done that. It's just what you did
I
was
know.
made it so it automatically pops out.
Yeah. All right. So you hear Zephyr go, "Take cover."
Wait, what did he say?
Take
There's
cover.
level.
Take cover.
Yeah. Quill.
I still have no idea what you're saying.
Quill.
Take
Take
cover.
Stop that.
Oh,
Yes,
take cover.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
This is
Yes.
gonna be rough for you, Dave.
Yeah, we can understand the Daffy Duck impression he was trying to do.
Yep. You're.
So what is it? That's Quill down here.
Yes, the glowy with the glowy pointies.
Okay. Let's see
Yes.
here. I will. I mean, I guess I'll cast a spell.
Okay.
No. No.
I'm assuming this is the combat map that we're fighting on. It's this thing, right?
Oh, I imagine.
That didn't work. It messed up. Okay, why did it mess up? Let's try this again. Oh, okay. Apparently, I can't cast spells.
Well, that's no good.
All right, here we go. Let's see if this works now.
Whoa! What the? What the hell?
No sleep.
Oh, okay, cool.
I don't know if it'll work, but it's worth a shot.
Yep, that's we have
Yep.
19 hit points
Yeah,
remaining.
yeah.
Let's
Wish
see.
you. Hope you can do it one more time, because it would be nice to capture him and interrogate him on.
That was kind of the point.
Let's see. Figure out where everything is.
Question is, does he have 19 or less hit points? Because if he is, he go Betty bye.
He has less than 19 hit points.
Ooh, sleep.
All right, he's asleep.
Yep. Unless he's immune to being charmed or is undead.
Okay. So we can actually end combat.
Okay.
I am amazing. Okay.
Yes,
Take care of it, guys.
I traveled to the prince, inquiring upon injuries.
Well, hold on. He's not going to be asleep forever. Someone needs to. Someone of the law enforcement persuasion needs to make sure that it is a little bit more binding than this.
That ain't me, so that's why I was going to there.
Yeah. Let's see.
It's because it only lasts for a minute. So I look
Anna,
back to.
do
I
you
look
have
back
rope?
to my. I look back to Zephyr and say, "Hey, well, he's not going to be asleep forever."
Well, I have rope. If I'm the only one, I can try and tie him up.
Well, I was kind of hoping, someone of the law, someone with a badge would take charge of securing
Yeah.
the prisoner.
Are you gonna start
But,
yelling or
I-
what?
I don't know. I literally turned to Zephyr and asked him, like, hey,
Oh.
do we have anyone to secure them?
Probably not in time.
It's fine.
Not in time.
Okay,
All right, I guess, guys, time to secure them.
hey,
Mind
yeah,
the quill.
find the quill.
Quill.
Also, disarm the quill.
Multiple
Quill?
quill.
Find the quills.
Poisonous quill.
Ah, be cautious of the poisonous quills.
Hmm.
Well, that's fun. Okay, so if I want to tie him up with hempen rope,
I can assist with that.
okay. What would I need to roll though?
Yeah, actually, yeah. In this case, tying up someone requires what type of roll?
Survival.
Sounds good.
I am
Okay.
I am so at survival. Are we doing the rule of you have to have the skill to help someone? Or are we not doing that?
Is
I'm sorry. Say that again.
Are we? Do we need to be trained in the skill to help someone, to aid someone and give them advantage, or
proficiency.
Yeah,
Or no?
you would need to be trained in it. Yes.
Yeah, I'm not trained in survival, unfortunately.
Actually,
Anyone else?
I am. After I confirmed that the prince is uninjured.
Princess. I think it's Princess, right? Yeah.
Yes. Correct.
Yeah.
Oh,
Princess
wait.
is-
Oh, the princess over here, not the clumsy prince.
Yeah.
Correct.
The princess. Yeah, the princess is unharmed. Someone tie up Quill. Be careful not to get poisoned.
Okay. Is the princess uninjured?
She is.
All right.
I mean, I put a pretty quick end to his little reign of terror there.
Well, he got a shot off before we recognized him as a threat. That's all.
Okay.
Yep. So why did our friend just try to kill?
Right. And I guess I'll rejoin and help if you still haven't tied him up.
With advantage, right? Yeah.
With advantage, yep. And you got 24. Oh my
oh,
god.
you are an excellent bondage person.
Sounds
That's
good.
explains so much.
You managed to spread up a rope and even bind each of the quills.
Yes.
I have enough rope for it.
You also,
And that's why you're called the Shibari Princess.
Question is,
Oh.
who does she practice on?
I mean, Eric, there's only one option, really.
There's only
Yeah.
one person.
all right. So, yeah, you managed to tie him up quite securely. That minute ticks by. He starts to wake up, going, "Stop! Let me go!"
First
Is
off,
that a
Quill,
changeling that we just protected, or what?
No.
Okay.
Hi,
So
Quill.
why?
What was that?
Winston, you know, they're all lying.
That's weird.
Can I ritually cast detect magic?
It takes 10 minutes, I believe.
Yeah, I'm not talking very well, so that's why I'm like detecting.
Winston, what the hell's going on?
Winston kind of looks around, looks sheepishly. He's like, I'm not allowed to talk about it. And Quill's like, Winston, but the Eladrin, the royalty, they're all lying to us.
I'm not lying. When have I ever lied to you?
You are not part of the royal family.
No, but I am an Eladrin.
Also, insight check.
Okay, roll it.
All right. First roll, gotta suck. Yep, told you, gotta suck. That is my trend.
So what's total value?
I got 8. Like I said,
Oh,
bad
yeah,
roll.
yeah.
I got a 15.
There's
Well,
215.
he seems to be very sincere and seems to believe what he's saying. Um, so Quill basically, Zephyr kind of walks up and is looking at him and he's like, "What do you mean that they're lying?" Quill's like, "I have it on good authority that the royal family is in concert league with the Underdark."
So where did the princess go?
Princess has disappeared.
Yeah, that's why I was like, that's why I was like, I'm like, Zephyr? Where did the princess go?
To be fair, Tony, the Tresem can see invisible things. Just to let you know.
Yeah, she's not invisible. She left.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I just for future reference, since you didn't know, I wasn't sure if you knew
Sure.
what a Tresem was. He can see invisible things.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, yeah, Zephyr, what just happened?
Well, she ran off, but I did not know that she was. I don't know. This is all very strange. Quill, explain. It was a drow that told me about the deception. You see, the royal family is not actually Eladrin. They're actually drow.
How do you know they're not just messing with you to cause a problem?
Winston knows. Winston can prove it. Yeah.
Which one's Winston?
Winston is the clumsy prince.
That guy, right?
How can Winston prove it?
He's royal, I think.
Yep, he's
Yep.
royalty.
Winston kind of looks around. He's like, it was supposed to be a secret.
Wait,
So you're drow and not Eladrin.
Not not fully drow, but not fully Eladrin either.
Half elf?
He's full elf, but 2 different halves.
Yes. The original royal family was replaced. They've been enslaved.
Okay, how you dealing with the sunlight right now, man?
because they're not full drow.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Please, I really don't want to talk about this anymore.
I mean,
Winston.
sounds like you kind of have to.
Winston, I know you don't want to. But you need. This just happened, and we need the information out in the open. I looked at Zephyr, I was like, Zephyr, can you protect him?
Yes.
Does this.
We should make haste and get out of the city's center.
Yeah. So
Okay.
let's get to safety, and we'll see what we do from here. Okay?
Zephyr, bring him with him or leave him for the authorities?
Oh no,
Quill?
you're bringing everybody. Zephyr's kind of ushering all of you
Yeah.
All right, okay.
back to his residence.
Yeah. Quill, no offense, but we're keeping you tied for right now.
What? Why?
You're kind of poisonous.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
Trying to kill off the evil that's trying to enslave everybody in the Feywild.
I'm having a hard time reading you because my own self is kind of in shock right now with what's going on. So, does anyone else get a better beat on Quill right now?
The best we got is a 15.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking the people that actually got a beat on him. My character is shook.
Mm.
Right. Well, his inside thoughts aren't differing from his outside thoughts as I stare at him, shaking with my head slightly shaking.
Uh, so anybody who wants to should make a perception check.
Why
Oh,
would no one want to make a perception? Get them perceptions.
11.
11. And 14.
14.
hooray.
The rolls are slightly getting better.
Hmm.
Okay. So with 14 being the best.
Oh, wait, hold on. I got to roll the Tresem.
Okay.
He's actually got a pretty good one. Uh, is could this be smell based? Because he has advantage on that.
Yes. I will say that yes.
It's around.
$18 for the Tresem.
Okay. So the Tresem, having hung around you guys for however long, um, how does the Tresem communicate with you, Dave?
Oh, he can speak directly to my mind, as I recall.
Okay.
It's basically find familiar.
So basically, the Tresem is telling you this is not Quill, your friend.
Oh.
Hey guys, my good friend Ares doesn't think this is Quill.
And this is why I want to get Moonbeam as quick as possible.
Hmm.
Slowly look over at. So
You take that filthy cat and throw it away. It doesn't know what it's talking about.
So when does he? I'm gonna put it like a weird thing of I have silent speech, so I can telepathically talk. Is his internal voice the same as his external voice?
Who, Quill?
yeah,
Yes.
that's an interesting question.
That is a no.
Okay.
Hmm.
So about untying you.
Yes.
Winston, uh, is this Quill?
I don't know.
I just told you it's not.
No,
I
mean,
trust my friend.
no. It's more of Winston. Do you know if this is actually Quill?
No, I don't know. I know that
Okay.
Quill disappeared,
Well,
and there were rumors that he got into the Fey Dark.
I'm feeling kind of dumb right now, so I'm just producing a flame and waving it underneath Quill's chin away from ropes or such. Just like,
Hmm.
so you're not Quill?
What are you
So
Talking
who
about
are
I am
you?
Quill.
As we're like dragging him along, Zephyr, can you tell what this person actually looks like?
Uh, so yeah, Zephyr kind of what he's like. Once we get to the house, we'll investigate this a little bit deeper.
Alrighty. Anyone immune to poison?
Uh, so you go a couple of blocks. You get to
Okay.
Zephyr's place, and he's like, "All right, tie him to the chair."
Alrighty.
Well, I mean, Ares is immune to poison.
That's
Yes.
fantastic.
That's why Tresms are like, check with your DM before you use this as a familiar.
Right. It was mostly just these quills are poisonous. I'm worried about what poison it is, so I'd like someone with like even poison resistance to help me out with manipulating this.
Nope.
Now remember, the trade-off is I can't summon any other familiar besides this one.
No.
Understood?
So no owls.
No owls.
Cool. That will be
no
me
fishes.
next level.
So yeah,
Oh, man.
once you get him tied down,
Well, not next level.
Zephyr starts working on a spell, and eventually casts Dispel Magic
Ah, yes.
on the apparent Quill. And what you see is slightly shocking. It is an imp
An imp.
that
Oh,
has apparently patches of quills glued to its body.
Uh,
Yeah.
That looks positively not delightful.
yeah. Okay, let's kill it with fire.
okay.
I mean, it's an
I've
imp.
used
It won't
flame.
work.
Right.
Well,
It's an
maybe
imp.
not.
It won't work.
Maybe not
Okay.
with fire. We gotta kill it with something else, but
Okay. An imp.
kill it with
So
great prejudice.
I mean,
What have you done?
let's not kill it immediately. We can still interrogate it as well as I'm sure it may want to just slink back to its own realm.
My bosses are gonna be really angry at you people.
As
So-
well as you.
Yep. So, how about you start talking?
How about you turn into a flying pig?
I mean, we have you, so close enough. Pull out the
Oh,
rapier.
funny man, are we?
No. So, how many life points do you think this man has?
Less than 19.
So if I just start poking here and here.
I I'm invoking my Windsong's amulets, Echoes of the Phalos, to check for any portals that are trying to open within a level of vicinity. It doesn't. It's not detailed.
That's right. Keep poking me. You and your friend Quill will pay the consequences.
Oh, well. Are you going to give us any reason to to have you live?
Well, it's very simple. If I die, Quill dies.
Who says I was going to kill you?
Okay. Be.
As long as you don't die.
I'm gonna insight check that.
Okay.
True.
Yeah, true. Time to inside check that. There we go. This is the start of every new game.
Oh yeah, you're pretty sure he's like lying through his teeth.
Ah. All right.
Even better.
So, by the
So.
way, I didn't know imps could sweat.
What are you talking about?
I get real close and like, I know you're lying.
So. Your bosses are concerned about the drought enslaving everyone. Is that correct?
Well, since you seem to be so interested in the truth, Winston, you Idiot. The bosses say your family better straighten up and do what they were told to do.
Oh, it was only a threat of assassination. Okay.
Yes, they are half drow, but only just.
Out of curiosity, is the other half actually a ladron, or just something else?
Well,
Yeah.
technically, all of Winston's brothers and sisters are half. Daddy
Mm.
is the drow,
Uh huh.
aka the king.
Ah.
But he fell in love with the queen. The plan was is your king would infiltrate a Ladrin society. We didn't realize that the queen, who at the time was a princess herself, would be interested in him. So, as you can imagine, this is all one giant cock up. In the meantime, the big boss says we got to do something to fix the situation. The costs that were incurred, we have to somehow reap a return.
Okay.
Winston's basically kind of looking around, going, "I'm sorry, but we weren't supposed to talk about it."
Kind of came out in the open with the assassination attempt. Or is this whole thing is what to start some sort of civil war?
No, the assassination attempt was a warning. The dead princess was going to be the symbol of how far the boss is willing to go to bend them to his will.
Oh, and okay, so and there's another. So the boss is not the king. Making sure I'm following this correctly, right, Tony?
Mhm.
That's correct, yes.
Yeah. So who's the big boss then? Obviously, I'm assuming some sort of fiend.
Yep. He's like, I'm not allowed to speak his name, but he is a demon, demon lord. Not the demon lord, but a demon lord. Lord enough to take you out.
I mean, we're kind of just recent graduates. That's not really
I think it was more as a y'all in the sense of the entire society.
if that were actually true, he would just do it then.
There is protection that we, boss cannot pierce.
Oh,
Well,
right.
I'm like, I wish someone had the tech thoughts.
I can read minds, but not detect thoughts.
So what does read minds do?
Oh, it's silent speech. I can continuously talk with someone silently, just
Oh,
one
okay.
person at a time.
All right.
So technically, really the most absolute surface thoughts I can hear. But
So you get a picture of a what could best be described as a hideously black and red critter with wings, horns, tail. The tail has spikes on it. Uh, looks fairly has a fairly grotesque face, but it appears to be a barbed demon from what you
Okay, cool,
remember.
cool.
Zephyr, what you got on this? You're more powerful than all of us combined, so.
Well, yes, but I'm really my magics are limited to the Feywild. Let me call Malamber.
Up, character sheet. Down the journey. uh,
Uh, so he walks over, picks up a little case, pulls out a stone, holds it in his hand, closes his eyes. You see him whisper some words.
with Lambert guy, yeah, I've met him. Gotcha. I was like going through my list of characters that I.
Portal opens up on the other side of the room, and a human wizard steps out. Oh my, that is an ugly little imp, isn't it? Yes, can you help us figure this out then? As you know, my magic is limited in knowledge to things of the Feywild. It's like, well, as it so happens, I have a colleague who studied in demons. So, what seems to be the issue? Uh, so,
Figuring out.
go
Yes.
ahead.
Oh, go ahead. You were saying something. Go ahead.
It's like Zephyr's like, well, he was disguised as one of the party's friends and tried to kill a princess who is apparently half drow. So he's working for a big boss out of the Feydark. He can't get the name, but little halfling friend seems to have a description. Okay, and what else do you want to tell him?
I mean, trying to figure out which demon lord this imp works for. That'd be useful to know, since they're
Uh,
scared to say that the mighty name of the demon lord.
yeah, so Melamber will basically inform you guys that'll be almost impossible to get out of the imp. Um,
Mm.
typically, the demon lords won't ever tell an imp what their names are. Uh, and a lot of times, even will go so far as to use illusions to hide their exact nature when dealing
So
with creatures as low as an imp.
the super low man on the totem pole.
Oh, yeah. Usually only used for the most basic of tasks. He's actually surprised that they tried an assassination attempt using an imp. He suspects that it's actually a ruse and expected the imp to get caught. So,
The
uh,
imp's a warning.
yeah,
No,
he's
is
thinking
this
this is this
a
is
dis-
a distraction of some type.
Well, the princess took off. So this was Winston's sister, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So, Winston, if your sister was the target,
This
where would they have
waterfall.
run to?
Well, she would have run to the palace. There are lots of guards there. Of course, they always avoid me.
Uh,
Malamber's looking at Winston like, Half drow, half eladrin, huh? Interesting. So, how did they make you look so, well, to put it bluntly, eladrin? It's like they put a, or used a permanent polymorph. You guys still there?
Yep.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was just so quiet. I'm like, I lose this call.
Nope. Just
The person that takes notes isn't here.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Well, the good part is I am recording this, so
the note taker is not here, so it takes more people to take notes.
sure.
uh,
So Malambert is kind of looking Winston over some more. He's like, so what about the rest of your family? Are they all well protected? Winston kind of looks up. And he's like, What do you mean?
this is a
Well,
distraction,
yeah,
right? So
this has the feel of being a distraction. This also has the feel that they wanted your sister to run.
that's why I asked you where they would go.
But the guards at the palace would protect her. They're real Eladrin fighters.
Or are they informed and wish to kill your sister?
Mm.
Well, most of the guards grew up with us, so while
All
they
right.
might
Well,
be
that.
distraught learning of the news, I would expect them. Most
All
of them
right.
love her.
Okay. I'm sorry. We'll back off on that theory.
No, it's the right theory.
Mhm.
This is either a warning or a distraction.
Well, we should probably head to the palace and find out what's going on.
Mhm.
Are
And
they
All
gonna be
right.
how? Are we worried about them arresting us for us knowing their secret?
Winston basically kind of looks. It, I would not expect that, um, but as long as we don't tell anybody else and can maintain the secret from the rest of the people, it should be okay.
I'm trusting you this on trusting you this on this, Winston. I'm also hoping, Zephyr, you have enough pool to get to bail us out.
Um, yeah, Zephyr starts looking at Winston, startled. It's like, Winston, don't touch that. Winston knocks over a cabinet full of potions.
3
Up,
second rule.
out of the house before it blows up.
Mm. Somebody is into explosives.
You should know,
oh,
mixing potions, never a good idea.
mm.
Yeah, so you get outside. There's a burst inside the room. Some smoke comes filling out. That's pretty nasty. Uh, Weird things seem to pop in and out of existence in the windows. And you head for the palace, I assume.
Yep.
Okay. Uh,
There.
so as you're walking to the palace, and it's not a far walk. URLS is well, it's a good sized city. It's not huge by any stretch of the imagination. Probably a population of, we'll say 30,000. Um, you get to the gates. Of course, the guards recognize and uh, show absolute abject fear of the presence of Winston.
Right.
They're like, Winston, you stay right there. You you know the rule. It's like, okay, but I have to talk to mom and dad. Okay, but we have to first let them know you're here. Number one, because you're not supposed to come in unannounced. Number two, uh, somebody send out the jacket. Hey, don't forget, you got to put this jacket on.
It's not a straight jacket, is it?
Oh yes, it is.
To
But it
make sure
gets
he doesn't touch anything.
it gets better. It is a straight jacket of levitation. It keeps Winston 6 inches off the ground, so he can't touch anything with hand or foot.
Just in case you guys didn't know, Princess just got attacked.
What? Well, she didn't say anything when she ran through.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
even
Who?
more worrisome.
Was it this little freak? Pointing to the imp. I'm assuming you
Uh,
brought the imp with you.
Actually, I don't
What?
know. When we have that one, I won't make a call on that one. What do you guys think?
Probably brought the imp with us. I mean, why wouldn't we?
I mean, why would we?
I was like, I like that was actually my opinion. I don't have I have no strong movement like to bring them or
I
not to bring them.
I have more of a feeling of not bringing them because that's a captive that we have to maintain control over a possibly uncontrolled situation.
So we have one abstention, one no. Dave?
One yes.
I figured we'd bring him.
Okay. So, Hannah, your character's breaking the.
Anna,
Huh?
you gotta break the tie.
What?
So, would you guys have brought the imp or left it in Zephyr's house? Going to the palace. I think Hannah's done for the night.
Oh no, I can hear it now. I'm sorry. I'm usually not done for the night that early. I think I hit my second one finally though.
It's okay if you're tired. It's not a big deal. So, but the question is, do you
Yeah.
decide? Are you okay with bringing the imp with you, or do you think you would leave it behind?
Yeah, Eric, what did your character decide?
I am the abstained.
Oh, of course.
We have an
Yep.
abstention. We have one yes and one no.
Can't even go with. I'll just do whatever.
Yep. Come on, be the chaos gremlin.
But this is logical decision making.
Be the chaos gremlin.
Bring him with me. I want to keep my eye on him.
There we go.
All right. So yeah, the guards are like picking up their spears, looking at the imp, going, "Is this the little monster that attacked the princess? We could put him down right now."
No, we need answers first.
Answers
Do
for
you have an
for that later.
interrogation room first?
Of course. Of course. A couple of minutes, you see a couple of very frightened looking, apparently, underlings come out with a jacket with long sleeves in it. Winston just holds his arms out so they can put it on. After a couple of minutes, he's all buckled in, starts floating off the ground. It's like, all right, let's go. You float past the entryway. More guards are out there. Most of them still have perplexed looks of fear as Winston floats in. It's like, Ed, Frank, it's the end of my duty. I'll see you later. Bye. uh, so you get to the entryway of the palace itself. There's a servant. Servant there who basically goes, "Oh no, Winston, what now? And who are these people? Your sisters are already run by upset. Now's probably not a good time."
Yeah.
Winston's just like, "I gotta see mom and dad." The functionary just hangs its head like, they're in the throne room.
Alrighty.
And you pass a couple of doors, a nice big set of double doors, and you are standing in the throne room. There is what appear to be the king and queen sitting on a dais. Their daughter is apparently in the process of recounting what has occurred. Um, Except when she looks and she sees the imp, she's like, "Oh, thank God it wasn't Quill."
Yeah, we never took off the quills off the imp. that would be hilarious.
No. We would have disarmed the imp in full.
No, the quills are quills.
I mean, we could still disarm the imp. He's got two still.
True enough.
Well, yeah, not quill, but how many guards are around right now?
There are no guards inside the throne room.
All right. But
So, what is the meaning of this attack on our daughter? The queen is stating. The king looks concerned, particularly at the appearance of Melamber and Zephyr being there.
so no one's around us, correct?
That is correct.
I'm asking the king and queen.
Oh, uh, so they're like, well, I mean, I'm not entirely sure what you mean, but yes, our guards are but a shout away.
I look at the king. I think you have an idea why.
Perhaps. Why don't you tell us first?
We know about the nature of your children. uh, and we found out through this imp. Is there some other family member that isn't here?
Well, and yeah, there's like Apparently, Winston has a total of 8 brothers and sisters.
Well, Melember and the rest of us have come kind of to the conclusion that what just happened here was supposed to be a distraction,
Okay.
if not a warning shot. Because we don't know what has happened to Quill.
So, what would be the source of this warning? The queen is kind of looking back between the king and you guys.
Well, unfortunately, this imp doesn't know who their boss is.
At this
Some sort of
point, the
demon lord.
king actually says, "Oh, he knows. He knows, but he doesn't know. I know who.
Oh, you know the name of the, you know which demon lord it is?
I know which one it is. I do not know its true name."
Well, like I said, either this was a warning shot or one of your family members is under attack, and we don't know which one.
Um, at this point, the king calls for guards. It's like, go round them all up. They're out playing, and guards go running off.
If they're not under attack, that's better. That's better to be safe about this. So,
At this point, the imp starts laughing.
uh, which trap is this?
And let's see. Nice. And the imp evaporates out of the ropes.
As in, it got resummoned.
Yes.
Mhm. Well then, that's not surprising.
A couple of moments later, the guards come running back in. They're gone. They're all gone.
And that is what I believe we were worried about.
Yeah. The king's looking down. Fine. I will go to the Fey Dark. I will turn myself over. We knew this day would come.
So you surrender yourself, and we're hoping you get your children back. Is that's my understanding?
Oh, I will surrender myself, or I will kill the creature who is holding them in the process.
Well then, either you have something up your sleeve, or you're incredibly powerful. Either way,
Well, I've managed to hide from them and the nature of how things are here for nearly a century.
so how? Okay, what guarantees are you gonna have to getting your children back?
Oh.
Are we just going to ignore the fact that they replaced the royal family? Isn't that what they said?
Yeah,
Yep,
apparently.
I'm ignoring that fact because this is diplomacy
Uh,
101. They're in charge right now. There's not much we can do.
It is. We are acting like they're in charge because we do not have the resources in place to We don't know where the original one is. It's kind of that.
It's like Like there is so much info that we don't have, and also they have all the guards.
All right, just making sure of that.
Yeah, yeah. No, I was like, look, unless Lambert and Zephyr start blowing up shit, I have a rapier and 2 spells. Like,
So yes, the king is like looks at the queen. Your family, by the way, your previous family, is in the cave of crystals.
Wait, so the queen didn't know, but the king did,
Yes,
and now he's telling the queen where her family currently is.
yes.
and she's going like, what
I
the
need a
fuck?
bag of popcorn or something. This is like total drama island.
What?
Yeah, I was like, this is why I was delicately kind of tiptoeing around the nature. I was like, the nature of your children.
So he drops the spell that hides his identity, and you do see a drow standing before you.
Now I'm looking back and forth between the queen and the Drow King, going like, okay, what's gonna happen now?
Oh, does not surprise the queen.
He's known for a while at this point.
Yes.
That's,
Wait,
it was
so
likely was part of the plan to remove them, but never actually got around to asking where he brought her family.
He didn't.
oh,
Well, basically, if you're talking about this out loud, he's like, I had to shield them, and the only way to do that was to put them in life stones.
Oh.
Otherwise, they would have known almost immediately. We could have never been married. We would have never had children. They just would have killed them all.
I'm guessing Your Majesty, the Queen, you were well aware of what was going on.
We have discussed it, although not in this detail. But yes, I am aware. She asked him
Oh,
if he'll ever come back. He's like, odds are no. But if it's possible, I will find my way back.
Oh.
so we have delivered the news. We're our character was like, we have delivered the news. We are out of here.
Uh, the queen actually turns to you guys, going, I have a favor.
Yeah.
I need to protect uh, the 2 children that I have left here. Could I ask you to go to the cave of crystals and retrieve my family?
Sure.
What's protecting it?
Uh, the king looks down at you guys and basically is like, so the keys to each life stone are in the water. So you'll need to find them underwater. Uh, be warned that there are living things in the water that will try to keep you from getting those keys. They're not greatly harmful, but uh, if you don't approach it correctly, they could hurt you significantly.
All right. So currents. Got you.
So, do you remember how to approach them?
Well, the creatures that are in there, there's at least one water weird.
I hear a water weird.
Yes.
Yes.
Uh,
Uh,
that might be.
There is a school of piranha.
Ah,
Might be it.
Um,
Water weird piranha.
and there might be a couple of other things there. I'm not entirely sure. I wasn't actually allowed to observe the process.
okay. So,
The gentleman who performed the process actually required a great amount of money and secrecy. He was off to form some new fire cult, so
oh,
he was a
Oh,
human. So
I am. Might be familiar with him.
anyway, I need to leave. I've already waited too long. Uh, so he steps down off the dais, creates a portal, and looks back, waves to his wife, and steps through.
hope he doesn't get killed by a matriarch.
Queen looks over. It's like he'll be fine. He has a friend.
Yeah,
All right.
we may see him again then. The question is he gonna look like he did before, or look like he really is?
Yep,
Well,
yep.
when he returns, he will be as you just saw him in his true form.
That's gotta be interesting to explain to the people.
Nope, there will be no explanations.
Keeping it secret then.
When he returns, we will leave. The rest of my family will resume rulership.
Mm.
Uh,
And one of my brothers or sisters can assume my appearance and we can move on with an explanation. The kingdom must remain stable.
I hope your siblings understand that, and we don't have to convince them.
Well, it's not our responsibility. Remember, we just graduated from
Yeah, I know. We're
yeah.
no one.
This is all of you are sitting around like, did this just all really happen?
No, this is not our pay grade. We'll go see if we can retrieve the family. But
At most, right now, we delivered a prisoner, and in my mind, and we're giving the small task to check on the life stones and apply a key. I am trying to think that everything is small, everything's alright, everything's manageable.
well, as stated, it's above our pay grade. But I think I know who made the deterrence. So we'll see if he's willing to give us or sell us the information.
All right, and I'm gonna call it there for tonight
Alrighty.
Next stop.
Okay.
because I am
Next
Okay.
tired.
stop. He's like,
Okay.
next stop,
I'm
Munger.
I'm a little
They were
sad that he
missing
never
somebody
showed up.
anyway.
Yep.
I'm a little sad he hasn't shown up.
Well, he's had health
Yes,
crap,
I
so.
know. I know.
Oh, now he's active. Or at least his computer is.
Who? Wait.
Yeah.
Oh, that's all right.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I just kind of looked out and it's like he no longer has the moon, nor is he a what you call it
Cell phone.
phone. Yeah.
He,
Maybe he had to work late or something.
Yep.
yeah,
turned into a quick fight.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Sleep does work.
Thank you very much.
It
Yep.
works at this level.
Yes.
Yep. It works at this level until 4, I believe, right? It's still pretty decent at 4, and then
Well, and particularly against single or low number
Yep.
combatants. Yeah.
yep. Sleep
Uh,
is
Is it
a
really
very
powerful
good.
against swarms, or
It works
weak
on
against
swarms too.
swarms?
It depends on the swarm.
Yeah.
All right.
I imagine swarms of piranha it would probably work on.
Yeah. Some swarms like don't have very many hit points. So
Oh, the water weird is what scares me.
Oh yeah, that is frightening, but it's supposed as long as we do the right thing. Still unsure on that. We'll be able to access them fine. Is that correct, or did I miss something?
Nope, it's a puzzle. I'm assuming Tony has puzzles in mind or types of or
Puzzle.
yeah.
pseudo puzzles.
Yes, I have intelligence. That's right.
Yes.
Is anyone?
There will be puzzles. Yes.
Yeah, because there at our level, there's no way we can take on a water weird. It has the capability of like one-shotting a lot of us.
Maybe we could take on a swarm of piranhas.
I wouldn't count on it. In the water,
Oh, what's a swarm of piranhas? You guys have taken on a herd of rats.
yeah, I remember how well that went. You remember how well that went, Dave?
Yeah, like half of us died.
I know everyone died but me. Wait, was it your character that died, or was it Way character that died? One of you
I died.
stabilized. What?
I definitely died.
Yeah, it's like one of you stabilized and one of you died.
Yeah.
And I was kiting the giant rats with Ray of Frost the entire way.
Yeah. Once enough of you had actually dropped, the rats sort of gave up the chase.
Yeah, it was one of those. I was just we were the rats and I were equally as fast, but Ray of Frost drops their speed. Oh.
Oh man.
Yeah, hopefully Wade is feeling better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
Yeah.
full.
Yeah, I've never had kidney stones. I just have heard the horror stories.
yeah, I had a couple of tiny ones a long time ago. I mean, I heard them hit the porcelain, so it's like okay, but yeah, Wade probably needs to drink more water.
At least he avoided surgery so far.
Yeah. Yeah, that's probably going to be the bigger question is if he had one that size, is
I thought you
does
said he had surgery.
I thought
No,
No, he said he was scheduled to have surgery.
right,
yeah.
but I'm
And
wondering
then
if
it
he's
finally,
got more.
yeah, I was thinking more. It's like he finally passed at least one. If he only had that one, then
Yeah,
Okay, was had one for this morning.
yeah.
Uh,
I don't know how intrusive that surgery is now.
So if I remember correctly, yeah, they go put insert a tube. It's got a little laser in it that they insert and destroy or break up the stones to make them smaller. So
I thought they did that with an ultrasound.
I also heard that one.
yeah, I've heard
You mean
not
like the
laser,
sound
but
waves that break it up?
Yeah.
yeah, I
yeah,
remember it being not lasers, but some sonic technology to break it up.
I don't know. Uh, and the lasers might be the older stuff that they were using originally.
Alrighty.
So I don't know. Usually, working for a medical company, it's like there seems to be like five different types of procedures for each type of
Yeah.
thing you need to have
Uh,
done.
sounds sounds actually like a good policy to have. Have options for every situation.
Well, and some people, don't do well or have issues where they can't do certain types of procedures.
Hmm. Hmm.
My wife, for example, has a latex allergy, so there's like an entire line of products they can't even use on her. Uh, she had a, they call it a heart event. She had basically a heart attack 20 years ago.
Oh,
Um, and during her catheterization, because of her allergy, her latex allergy, they had to use different equipment for that. So I don't know what part of it was latex, but apparently that was a significant enough issue to cause them to change things over.
uh huh.
So, and I know Cordis, the company that I work for, we make different uh, shunts, stents, uh, the angioplast balloons. We make different types of those. We now have one that's coated in a medicine that's supposed to help prevent future heart attacks. That one's actually still. We just submitted to get FDA approval for that one.
Right.
So that's some interesting stuff. And today was my last day as a contractor for them. Monday,
That's nice.
yeah,
That's nice.
Monday I started as a full regular employee.
Yay!
Congratulations.
Hopefully, good benefits.
Actually, they got great benefits. So, um, unlimited PTO. Um, the only limitation is how much you can take in a block.
Hmm.
Uh, so 2 weeks you only need your manager's approval. 3 weeks you have to have his director's approval, and 4 weeks or more you have to have HR's approval.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, but that's only if you're taking it in one big block.
Nice.
Otherwise, yeah, it's essentially they moved from a 6 week PTO to the unlimited PTO. So, and then they do dollar for dollar match on 401k up to 6%. And then the medical for me and the wife is going to be roughly 500 a month um, for a 90/10 PPO.
Mm.
So
PPOs.
that is significantly better than what I had at Union Pacific. That's for sure. Um, Union Pacific, we had the high deductible health plan.
Hmm.
Uh, so I was paying 600 a month for a $13,000 deductible on an 80/20 plan. It's like, damn. So
They're like this.
yeah, and apparently we only have like a $500 deductible here. So
Yeah, that you're all like, huh?
And then
This
apparently
thing,
there's all kinds of like sub insurance, pet insurance, discounts on travel and vacations and all that kind of stuff. So
mm-mm.
anyway,
Yep. So much better benefits overall.
yeah, yeah. Union Pacific used to have what they would call a Cadillac plan, but around somewhere around the 2000 2004, um, they really, because it had been when I first started working for UP, paid like $85 a month for insurance for the wife and I. Um, and that was kind of a similar 90/10 plan. And I want to say at the time it was only like a $2,000 deductible. Um, and then like around 2010, that's like all that freaking exploded. They nuked all that insurance, and we got really crappy insurance after that.
I'd say that corporate money.
Yeah. Well, and it was so bad at one point. Uh, Me and a group of other people from work had actually started looking into getting our own group health plan on our own because the company they weren't even they went through United Health, and it's like they didn't even try to negotiate with United Healthcare. Because we found similar programs that we were going to pay out of pocket about half with instead of a $13,000 deductible, it was going to be a $5,000 deductible, and it was going to
Deals.
cost about the same. And you know, when we started getting the quotes in, and took it to my boss, he's like, "Let me take it to HR and see what they say." You know, and of course, they take it to HR, and like in the following week, they came back and said, "Oh, United Healthcare is giving us this nice break now." And it's like, huh, yeah, you guys didn't do anything. So, and UP had a 401k and they had a pension, but the 401k only paid 25 cents on the dollar. And then they just basically, if you started after 2015, uh, UP no longer allows you to participate in the pension program. Um, Everybody else, of course, grandfathered in. You still your pension is still funded. So you know they're halfway. People are expecting UP to start trying to buy people out of their pensions, though. I'm not sure how that's going to go.
Yeah, it sounds like you got out at the right time.
Yeah, I think so. In fact, a couple of weeks ago, uh, I started getting pinged by all the guys I used to work with in IT, wondering if my company had any openings because the CEO of UP actually did not tell the employees this uh, before making the announcement, but apparently, some presentation he was making, he announced that he would be cutting the bonus pool by 30% because the employees didn't meet his expectations. Of course, this is after he laid off like an additional 3,000 people. So he's
You're
making
going like,
stockholders happy, but yeah, everybody else is getting.
Yeah.
getting upset and worried. A lot of the customers are worried because service has suffered since they did the big layoffs back in 2015 and 2017, and then COVID hit, and UP never really recovered. And there's traffic that UP could handle if they had the people, but things are so bad um, that a lot of people are turning down six-figure job offers because the company's so terrible to work for. And uh, Congress has actually taken note of that. In fact, there's
They're
uh,
like, so
you can watch on YouTube Surface Transportation Board hearings talking to the railroads about their hiring problem. And there's a senator who sits on that board who very politely tells the railroad, it's like, we're here because you guys have screwed up and I'm going to fuck you on TV. And he's literally, uh, Beth Whited is the vice president of HR at Union Pacific. And he's grilling her like, so you're telling me that you have offered 120, 130, $150,000 salaries to try and hire back former employees, and none of them are taking these job offers. Can you explain why? And yeah, it's actually somewhat hilarious, although it takes forever to get through it. So it is kind of a boring thing to watch unless you're actually a direct employee.
yeah, and yeah, that's a lot of it's one of those where you like the inner workings of everything, so
Yeah, but it's funny because and all of this more or less came out because in 2014, 2015, there was a CEO of a Canadian Pacific Railroad named Hunter Harrison, and he revived what is now called PSR, or Precision Scheduled Railroading, which is a twist of a tactic that was attempted to be used back in the early 70s called trackside switching. Uh, and the idea is you can modify your trains along the main track, uh, thus creating you can create longer trains, and you require less resources and people uh, to do the job, thus lowering your expenses. Well, what happens is you start getting trains that are over 2 miles long. Safety starts becoming a much bigger issue because now you're not getting the inspections like you used to. Uh, you know, and the people who are inspecting the trains, let's say they see 10 things, but because they actually have to look at, 500 cars instead of 100 cars like they used to, now they may not remember everything that they see. Um, Longer trains means when a train stops at a crossing, the wait times for civilians who are just trying to, go about their day are more delayed. When a train derails, it's much more damaging, uh, higher potential of catastrophic damage. So, yeah. Um, but, you have activist shareholders out there who don't care. You know, they basically replace senior staffs with, you know, and replace board members with people that say, we don't care about all that. We want the stock price to go up. And if you don't make it go up enough, you're gone.
And that's it.
Yeah, I mean, it's literally the guy that is currently CEO, Jim Venna, is literally Gordon Gecko. If you've ever seen the Wall Street movie or whatever it was called, with
Wolf of Wall Street.
No, it wasn't the Wolf of Wall Street. It predates this.
Yeah.
It had Michael Douglas and Charlie Sheen in the movie, and Michael Douglas is up there. He's the head of a hedge fund, and he's like, greed is good.
That line I remember.
Yeah. And you know, this is essentially what it's currently running Union Pacific and most of the other railroads right now. So I'm just waiting for the one big accident that actually finally has the Federal Railroad Administration and the STB go back and re-regulate the railroads, and they cease being publicly traded companies.
Like, yeah, they basically the big a big enough screw up to basically make the government go like, you know what, you guys aren't responsible enough.
Yep. So, anyway. But yeah,
How? Go ahead.
I'm much happier where I'm at. Anyway, all right, guys. Well, have a good week.
You too.
You too.
You too.
And,
Catch you next week.
Yep. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.